So we out here starting the day. What are we doing right now, Dad?
Meiji Jingu.
Meiji Jingo.
Jingu.
Jingu. Meiji Jingu. What is it?
It's a shrine.
It's
a shrine here in Shibuya.
Dang.
It is what used to be a Japanese castle.
Oh.
Is now just like remnants and a shrine.
Castles are tight.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
So right here we've got barrels of sake wrapped in straw. And yes, to answer your question, Kim, on this side, it's wine. Barrels of wine.
That's weird.
Right? And we're in. It is really busy because it is a holiday after the weekend, but very busy. We just pulled up to Nismo Omori Factory. 34, 33 next to us here, and we got the whole top rank crew with us, who is their first time of visiting Omori Factory. So we're gonna run inside, check this out, and hopefully the guys here find something they like. So the first car we're coming across is the current complete car. We saw this at GT-R Festival. Has all of the old logo Nismo 40th anniversary stuff, which is really, really nice. Again, this car looks super good in white. Blake is filming the Xanavi car, which right up there with the Pennzoil car is my favorite GT500 or Super GT car. This car is really, really good. 2.3 Nissan, and the Xanavi car just super sick. Got to get out of Blake's shot, but this car is pretty incredible. Next to it again, the Motul Autech Nismo R35 Super GT car, and over here is something a little different that we haven't seen here before, and this is the Nissan Formula E car. So pretty sick to see this up close. I've been to a Formula E race before, have not been to a Formula E race in a long time, but it does look pretty cool, and I know these are absolutely insanely fast. Behind the glass we've got the workshop where the current well, that's a Z-Tune, but where the current CRS cars are currently being built. The yellow one over there is a friend of mine's getting built, and of course a bunch of people here looking around. We are getting set to go for a tour behind the glass. I don't know if I'll be able to film it, but hopefully I can sneak a few cool shots for you guys. Engines lined up, and of course lots of people in the gift shop. I picked up, just absolutely wrecked my car, but I just picked up a little piece. Another carbon piece here, and
little bling bling.
Mickey, who has installed every little carbon piece on my car as per tradition.
I have, haven't I?
Yeah, since you do yours first and then you do mine next.
Yeah, I figured out how to mess it up on mine, and then yours perfect.
And then we do mine perfect. So we're gonna run it, and this is gonna be a nice little piece. It's gonna look great on the car.
It's definitely a vanity item.
It is a vanity item. It adds nothing. We are here at Fuji Speedway, and behind us, Mount Fuji. We've got a couple photos getting taken by Blake here of the cars, but we are here today to get our racing license here at Fuji Speedway. So Yaska, myself, our friends Tyrone and Emery, Ernie Fixmer here, Blake, are going to get our racing license here at Fuji Speedway. Basically what that means is that we can come back here at any time, participate in any racing events, track events, that kind of stuff. We'll have a license to be here on track, which is cool. It is a classroom time and a little bit of driving stuff along with what we'll be doing tomorrow on track. So that'll be really cool, and just another kind of thing for the racing resume, and especially going to be really great because we'll be here tomorrow as well for our Fuji Speedway track day, which is something that we've done for the last few years as a customer kind of event. So get some extra experience before we get on track tomorrow, but we are getting ready to go now. All right guys, it is official. Got my racing license here at Fuji Speedway. That's great. It means every time I come back, I can just get straight on track. That is amazing. So really looking forward to being back here doing more driving. Tomorrow we have our top rank Fuji Speedway track day, which is a time trial kind of competition amongst friends and people we know. There's some great shops coming out. There's going to be some incredible demo cars from different shops, some Super Tycoon and GT500 drivers coming. Lots of people that you know. So it should be a really good time, and looking forward to being back here tomorrow on track as a licensed race car driver here in Japan. All right, successful day of getting some photo and video in Hakone. Didn't really record any of that myself because Blake was doing all the recording on that. We've made it here to Fuji Speedway where we are checking in for the night because we will be on track tomorrow with the R34
so pumped
GT-R. Yeah,
about
dude.
this hotel.
This hotel is really incredible, and we're gonna get checked in and show you guys around a little bit, but quite the grand entry here, especially with the history of Fuji Speedway racing through all of these levels and halls. Good morning. We're starting our day at Fuji Speedway Hotel. Slept really good last night. Much needed. Had an excellent dinner with a bunch of our friends, customers that are here. Woke up this morning to this incredible view on our balcony of Mount Fuji, which is pretty great. Last year, if you remember, Dustin and I stayed down here in one of the villas, which was super cool. Obviously, it's a whole house, which is great. But this has been incredible. Also, the hotel itself is super nice. Of course, waking up this morning with this view directly from my bed was pretty awesome. So the rest of the guys are in rooms next door around here somewhere, and we're gonna get ready to head to the track, do a driver's meeting, and be on track today at Fuji Speedway in the R34 GT-R, and I'm super hyped. This is the restaurant we ate at last night. It was pretty dark, so you couldn't see the view, but pretty incredible view from this restaurant today. And gonna have a little bit of breakfast and get things moving to the track. And so we are getting our timers, and then of course all of the racing numbers for everyone is running today. I actually don't know what number I am, so we're about to find out right now. All right, we are in the final 5 minutes before we get ready to go on track, so I'm gonna start getting everything together, but got some insane cars out here, including this GT3 car, which is gonna be super crazy, and see how it goes. Taking a little break here to see a car that is getting delivered to the track right now, which is pretty absolutely insane. And I mean, I've only seen this at a distance, but now one of our friends and customers owns it. The 0R, a real HKS 0R, dude.
We did it, man.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
So sick.
Yes.
What unbelievable car, and to have it here at Fuji Speedway today, dude.
Thank you.
What an insane moment. This is crazy. Dude, it is actual history. It's a piece of all GT-R history.
Right,
but
that's
yeah,
right.
Yeah, what an impressive car from the HKS Technical Factory. Absolutely insane car. Wow. Quick little walk around here. There are some incredible cars. One of my favorite here is Sato-san's car, Sugar BNR32. This is R34 GT-R, obviously, that Sato has built over many years. This is his home track. He is very fast, and I really like this car so much. Very, very well done. Next to it, a Hako. This would be super cool to see on track later, and a bunch of other really great cars here, as well as other familiar faces. We've got one car that is pretty sick, is Mickey's car. This car struggled last year, but it got better this year because of it, and this looks like a completely different car than the last time I saw it, and I'm sure it is a completely different car from the last time I saw it.
Different engine, for
Different
sure.
engine? Is the engine pretty, or does it look like regular engine?
Shit.
Just pop it one time. One time for the one time.
That's fine. Jack.
Dude,
We're gonna double vlog this.
just double vlog it. Let me- What kind of hood is this? Oh, it just lifts?
This is
Oh.
Electra.
Oh, he got an Electra hood?
Yeah, man.
Dog.
I had to search high and low for this one.
And this looks really cool. This is sick, dude. The PRP Sugarcraft. That is sick, man.
That was a
That's
gift-
so cool for Sato.
Gift to Sato, yeah.
That is really, really cool. But yeah,
So,
nicely done,
a
man.
mix of Japan, Australia, and USA style.
Wow.
Yeah, good.
That's you.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a mix. That is going to conclude our day at Fuji Speedway today. What a great day. This car did great. Lasted me the whole day. Ran strong the whole day. So many cool cars here. I mean, look at it. What an amazing event. So cool to be able to do this for customers every year. Already looking forward to next year. If you don't already have a car from us, or you're interested in buying a car and keeping it here in Japan, this is an option for you. Doesn't have to be a GT-R. There's S15s, there's NSXs, there's Pulsars, Miatas, Stagias. It could be anything. So we have a long drive back today. I think we might break it up and stop at Shizuoka Factory at Top Rank. Otherwise, we are heading straight to the hotel for the remainder of the trip. It was a bit of a long drive back from Fuji Speedway, so we made a little stop, and as you can guess from the background behind me, that stop is, of course, Daikoku, PA. It is literally on the way, and it is designed for this exact thing. If you're on a long drive and you need to stop, use the bathroom, get something to eat, this is where you stop. So that is exactly what we did. Not a lot of cars here, but some interesting ones. This is a Mitsubishi FTO. It's kind of weird. Japan didn't get the Eclipse. They got this. And it's kind of a different, kind of weird, funky car. It is eligible for import, has been for a couple of years. No one has ever asked us to import this car. So maybe not super popular here in the US, but technically available. Popular in the US, also popular here, popular everywhere, I think, is the Fast and Furious, and right now, no exception. I've seen a couple Fast and Furious tribute cars while I've been here. Haven't really thought to put them in the vlog because I generally don't care, but this is kind of cool. This is not a Fast and Furious tribute car, I'd say. It is a RX-7 with a Veilside Fortune kit that just coincidentally is painted the same color of Hans from the Fast and Furious, so maybe there's a little bit of tribute thing going on, but this is really, really nice, done really well. Hard to tell, but the interior is super nice. It's got the Veilside seats, Veilside wheels, leather dash, and that leather dash is stitched with orange, which is really nice. It complements the overall color of the car. So this thing is super, super cool to see. Really nicely done, and obviously a blast from the past, but being made relevant again as of recently as Veilside continues to increase in popularity. Obviously Sung Kang has a lot to do with that. He's been doing more and more and more to kind of promote the movie, but also promote the kit, which also promotes Veilside, which makes it quite a bit more popular, obviously. There is also another Fast and Furious tribute car here that is kind of, I guess, to be expected, though different from what I'm used to seeing here in Japan. And it has a Fuel Fest banner on it, so I guess that sort of makes sense. But the Supra, so we've got the Fast and Furious Toyota Supra in orange, which is pretty cool still, I think. I think this fits better in Japan than it probably does in the US, but Looks like a pretty decent replica car. Has SSR wheels on it instead of whatever was on the other one that was supposed to be there. But again, kind of a thing that is you know, globally popular, worldwide. Obviously, we see them all the time in California, which is why I don't really feature them ever. But interesting to see them here in Japan for sure. And then behind us, we've got all the way also from Fuji Speedway here in the R34 GT-R for a bit of a rest, I'm sure, after a long day of driving. The parking lot otherwise relatively empty, but we do have this R31. This is really rad. So cool to see this chilling out here. And a Nismo, actually nope, just a white R35 GT-R, and looking great, obviously. Some other things over there, R33s, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But we're gonna get back in the car, wrap this day up. Not sure what we're gonna do tonight, but we are thinking. It is our last day in Japan, so we are bringing the car back to PDI. It's been a sick week of hanging out with this thing again and with Blake. Our last stop of the day, obviously, is 7-Eleven. We raided this place for some snacks and some drinks. We have about a 2-hour ride to the airport from where Top Rank is. One of my favorite things are these steam buns. Well, basically, it's like pizza in a steam bun. I love steam buns. I like pizza. It's a good combination. Blake's got some snacks. Yep. We're headed to PDI now. Film a couple more things. Get ready to head back to the United States. All right, we are back at Top Rank, wrapping up our Japan trip. Got the R34 getting unpacked here and get ready to put away. Blake and I picked up a few things along the way, so we're doing this little shuffle where we move things into different bags for the souvenirs. But overall, the R34 GT-R was great. This thing was insane. We put on nearly 1,000 miles on this car on this trip. That includes highway drives, daily driving to our shopping destinations, driving through the mountains in Hakone, ripping it on the track. I drove it, Blake drove it, Jesse Uwuji drove it, Alex Martini drove it on track, so it got some good use. Really happy to be able to share this car with a lot of my friends. From here, this car is going to go into our service facility. There are some things that probably need to get looked at after as much driving as we did, so send it in, get of course all new fresh fluids, gonna double check everything on the car, make sure that there's no major issues, because when I am back in Japan, I will of course be driving this car. So if we can sort that all out now, that would be great. That happens right here in our service facility, where there are some cars already in here getting serviced, most of these set to come to the United States. Again, we do all the maintenance and service on our cars before they come to the US, so that's in the process of getting done. For this car, there may be a engine build in the future. If you remember, last time I was here, I had talked with Rainick about building the engine. We're still talking about doing that. This car is eligible for import in April, so I definitely want to be back April or before, at the very least, to be able to check this thing out. And I haven't made a total decision yet on if this car is going to stay here in Japan for maybe another year, maybe another few more years, maybe for the rest of its life. But in the event it does end up getting imported in April, I really do want to be back here for that for sure. Before we take off though, there are some really cool stuff sprinkled through the lot here that I think is worth checking out. Some things that we do have coming to the US that's kind of interesting. One of them being this top secret Supra. One thing I'm really excited about getting back to the US for is getting back to work on my Supra with Gretty, but of course, Top Secret equally is awesome. This car was built at Top Secret. It is done in Top Secret Gold. Of course, we have the documentation and everything for that, which is really, really cool. This is coming to the United States, and it is going to be an insane car. It has the Top Secret arrow on it, Top Secret hood that most people are really looking for. Really cool special edition Recaros, and I think this will be a big hit here in the US when we get it back. We do have kind of a sister car to that car, which is pretty interesting, that we also just purchased, and that is this Top Secret R34 GT-T, which is kind of different. I know most people thought I would say GT-R, but it is a GT-T that was done by Top Secret. This thing is really, really sick, actually, and it has the Top Secret GT-R front bumper. Has like a V-Spec 2 style hood, still retains the Altea side skirts, painted in Top Secret Gold. Lots of good work done on this car by Top Secret as well with the documentation. We've got some S15s, some RX-7s, We've got this one that I think will be kind of popular for some people, which is a Euro R. So if you're looking for a Mugen Euro R, yes, we do have one. We also have it in white, which is pretty sick. And back here, this is another personal favorite of mine. We just picked this up. This is a TRD 3000 GT wide body Supra. So this will be coming to the US as well. Back in the corner, we picked up this kind of a little track rat Civic Type R in yellow, which makes it kind of unique and interesting. So have to figure out what our plan is for this. Maybe a little light restoration. We've got some NSXs, R35s, which those can't come to the US yet, but we do sell R35s all over the world, especially ones that come from Japan. We do have a few customers that have purchased them from the United States that just leave them here, so they have an R35 GT-R here to drive when they come to visit Japan, which is a sick flex. And we've got this S2000, which is pretty cool, and a little ways out yet, but worth putting in the vlog because I think there's enough people that are gonna think these are cool. You could tell by the backs already, is this pair of Evo wagons. This is something we did not get in the United States, but they are really, really cool. It is gonna be a few years before these are eligible for import, but it is definitely a really, really rad vehicle for sure. When you start getting into things like, you know, Stagias and some of the Subaru wagons and stuff like that, these are definitely up near the top of the list of that for sure. Once my car is done with all of the maintenance and service, it is going to go into this next facility right over here, which is our car storage facility. So you can see this is generally really full, but lots of people are here for Auto Salon this month. So some of these cars are currently out being driven, but a lot of these cars are either waiting to turn 25 or they're cars that are registered to people who just come here to visit, and they want to keep their Japanese dream car here in Japan. Like this R35 is an eternity away from being eligible for import, but he joined us at our track day, comes here enough to justify using the car. So pretty sick to have an R35 GT-R chilling in Japan as well. So many cool cars here, not even just GT-Rs. This NSX is kept here as well. You can see he joined us at Fuji Speedway for a track day also. So pretty cool to see a lot of these cars that, even though they are 25 and they could be eligible for import now, people are just choosing to keep them here. So honestly, having a car here and being able to drive it in Japan is so sick. We love it so much. It's so much more fun. If you're a car guy and you like doing that kind of stuff, this is definitely the place to be, and enjoying your dream car there. We do have a couple other things here that we're working on and moving over to the US. One thing that is on my bucket list to sell this year is this 400R, which is still here with no stripe on it, delivered that way, but does come with the factory stripe from the previous owner. It is a one owner car. It is a real 400R. This thing is really, really gangster. We've got Pacos, Ken Marys, M-Spec Ners, and even a little bit of Euro stuff here with the Mercedes and this Carrera S. This thing is sick. I want to see this come to the US so someone buy it. And of course, delivered to Top Rank yesterday is the HKS 0R from our Fuji Speedway track day. This car is already sold and will be coming to the United States as well. Really hyped for its new owner. This will sit in a garage next to his 400R, which is an absolute insane pair of 32, 33, and I guess M-Spec 34 to have in your garage. So congratulations to him. And again, Top Rank Classic Specialties, our sister dealership here in Japan, and we are out heading back to the United States. So thanks for hanging out, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.